Hello, my name is René Creemers and this is a video lesson about melodic drumming. I have been asked many times what I do, what I hear, what I think, what's in my mind when I play a drum solo. And actually there are only two things. One is a theme, very important, and the other thing is form. Theme is a melody. I need a melody because I want to make music. And form is the construction of a song. And of course, I want to play a musical piece. Then I have to deal with several parts in the song. But beforehand, I usually start with an intro, of course. Introduction, melody, maybe twice the melody. And then an improvisation after that. Or maybe a bigger drum solo, whatever. But after the solo or the improvisation, I might come back to the melody. And very often at the ending, there is the intro again. Not as an introduction, but as an ending, of course. And the intro is opening the song. Outro, which I call it outro now, is the ending of the song. That's the main thing that I have in my mind. And I'm not busy with licks or chops or whatever. I trained them a lot. I practiced a lot. But they should just roll out of my hands. When I play, I want to think about music. Okay, let's focus on playing a melody. There are more ways that you can play a melody. You can play it literally, but then you need perfect pitched drums. And usually you would need more drums, of course. But I want to do it now on just a 4-piece drum set. And therefore I'd like to explain something about playing with like a melodic illusion. And I have a piece here, you probably know the song. I have a few samples made of the first phrase of that melody. And that's what I'm going to play on a drum set, and I'm trying to explain you how you can develop your melodic playing. I have a sample of that song, and the first phrase sounds like this. You probably know it already. If not, check it, because it's about the details. And I'm going to explain now first in 5 steps how you can work with this melody and bring it over to your drum set. First is, let's do only the rhythm and the timing and play it on the snare drum. Okay, here we go. I played soft. I could have played loud, but then it would have been aggressive and it would sound staccato. And this was not a machine gun-like melody, this was more mellow, this was legato. So the sound is mellow and relaxed. Once again, okay, that's step 1. Let's go to step 2. Dynamics. Okay, the question is, how many dynamics do you hear in this melody? We have to do with different notes, different pitch. But it sounds, when you want to interpret that on a snare drum, you have to make some notes more important and others less important. So let's listen once again. Okay, let's make it shorter. When I sing this, in the first group, the third note is the loudest, right? So I have to play the third note as loudest. The second note is way softer than the others. So we have 3 levels, and that's important. We're talking about the smallest details. So it's not like, but it's. Third note loudest, second note softest, and the first and the fourth are equal. Second group. Ba-dum-da-do, ba-dum-da-do. But this group is a little bit softer than the first group, because we had, and then, do-dum-da-do, ba-dum-da-do. right? Last four notes are repeated. First note is the loudest. So the whole phrase, 1, 2, 3, 4. You hear the melody all right? Step 3, note length. Some notes sound longer. Yeah, we're talking about horns that play the melody. Two clearly longer notes. I can play a roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't like it, you know. This sounds like a bunch of notes. Many notes, but it's only one note. And how can I play sustain? It's almost impossible. But when I play a buzz roll, it sounds better, more like sustain than when I play a whole roll. So what I can do is play one accent with the right hand in this case, and then play the sustain as a buzz roll with the left hand. Okay, the whole melody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these last two notes, they are ending the phrase. Here stops the phrase, it's the ending. So those last two notes I should play a little bit louder. That's important. Again, it's about the details. It's about articulation, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is correct. What I also could do is, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds also good, right? Step 4. I'm going to divide these notes over the drum kit. I only have 4 drums. I have a bass, a tenor, an alto, and a soprano. I cannot play literally this melody, but important is that I follow the curve of the melody. Okay, the highest note is the third one. That's the soprano. The lowest note, number 2 and number 4 in the second group. The others are in the middle. Now listen deeply and carefully how the curve of the melody is. And now with the right timing, the right dynamics, and the right note length, the whole phrase, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one should sound long. But in a way, it doesn't sound cool on the tom-tom. So maybe it's better to play the buzz on the snare and the melody note on the tom-tom. Yeah. Right, and the last two notes I played together. So this kind of instrumentation works. Okay, step 5, I give myself a little bit of creative freedom. I put some extra notes in it, some ghost notes, to make it more rolling, what I'm doing. And I add maybe the hi-hat or pulse, so there's more groove now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. that's the idea about melodic playing. You probably will say, yeah, that's nice, René Creemers, what you're doing, but you're a drum soloist and I'm a band player and I cannot use this on stage. Okay, then I have maybe another idea for you. Let's just play this melody and divide the notes between bass drum, snare drum and hi-hat, only that. Give me 1 second because I have to get rid of the tom-toms and the cymbal. All right, just bass, snare and hi-hat. And still, it's possible to play that melody. When you want to divide these notes between bass and snare, you probably come up with this idea. Which is not bad, but we discovered that the second note in the first phrase is a low level one, a ghost note level one. I cannot play that with the bass drum. I play it as a ghost note in the snare. So not, but. Okay, second phrase. Quite logic. But I want to change the sound a bit because I don't want it to sound equal to the other snare notes. So I play small buzzes. The first two groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds better, right? With hi-hat. Maybe with open hi-hat. I don't like it with open hi-hat because now the groove is not steady anymore. This is better. So I use open hi-hat, but just play it on the 3. So it's quite simple. Don't do too much because there should be groove and the melody should be both. They should be both there. And now this artistic freedom again, a little bit extra ghost notes, just for the feeling, for a nice groove. I'll play the groove and then play the melody for you. 1, 2, 3. Right. It's an example, but I think when you want to play melodic, it's important that you check all the details, all the tiniest details. My advice would be to do it like I did, do it in 5 parts. Check first the rhythm, second the dynamics, third note length, fourth divide it over the drum kit and follow the curve of the melody. And fifth, make it your thing. Put some extra ghost or ghost notes or extra notes to make it more like a groovy thing. I hope I have inspired you and have given you some more insight in my approach to melodic drumming. And hopefully it will help you finding new ways of playing your drum kit. Good luck and thank you very much. Bye-bye.